What up guys, it's your girl T. I just wanted to come on and do a quick grocery haul, so I'm looking kind of rough, but this is honestly how I look most of the time. Rough. I just got back from the grocery store, so I wanted to show you guys what I got since we're doing our holiday fitness challenge, and I honestly think that food is at least 85% of the success that you have with any sort of health and fitness program you do. Your diet counts so much more than the workouts. The workouts are important and they do make a difference, but diet is almost everything. I've mentioned a few times before that I don't eat sugar, dairy, grains, or soy. I'm just gonna run through what I have in this grocery haul because this is what I would eat, not just during this challenge, but during any typical week when I'm living right. So here is my bag. Where you guys live, do they charge you for grocery bags? They charge us in LA 10 cents a bag, which I don't care about because even before they enacted that law a year or two ago, I would bring my own reusable bags anyway because I don't want our planet to die. But I'm just curious, how many other places charge for bags? The first thing is this big old thing of greens. They didn't have the ones I usually get. I normally get one that's like a 50-50 blend, just the Whole Foods store brand, and it's half spinach and half baby greens, which is just that sort of spring mix that you always see. I like to make sure my salad blends have some spinach in there because spinach is super duper good for you, as is kale and chard. Since they didn't have the one I normally like, I picked this one up because it has both red and green Swiss chard in it. Chard is possibly the most nutrient-dense leafy green out there. I remember reading up on it a few years ago and being surprised to discover that it's actually even more nutritious than kale. So I do try to incorporate chard into my salads, and I'll usually just buy it separately and throw it in with whatever mixed green blend I get. So this one will be good because it already has the chard in it, as well as spinach and arugula, which I just like anyway, and tatsoi, whatever that is. Next up, I got these microgreens. This is basically just sprouted broccoli. These are supposed to be really good for just boosting health. Any sort of sprouted or microgreens are super nutrient dense. So along with whatever big thing of salad I'll get like this, I always get one of these microgreens too. Not always the same kind, but I just, you know, throw in a handful of this whenever I'm making a salad too. Some scallions, bag of avocados, got some tomatoes. You know, a lot of people don't like tomatoes, or at least they don't like raw tomatoes, but those people are incorrect. I got a beet, just one, and I'm gonna shred this and throw this in salads too. I got some of this Mediterranean garlic fluffy spread. Sometimes you'll get this stuff at Mediterranean restaurants with like a chicken kebab or something like that, and you just sort of use it as a, what's the word? Oh, accoutrement. This stuff is so good. I was so excited to see that you can get it at the grocery store, some grocery stores, because I'm addicted to this stuff. It's so good on just like rotisserie chicken, which brings me to my next item. I got this rotisserie chicken. I get the kind that is with no salt. I don't miss the salt at all. I don't notice that there's no salt on there because it still has dried oregano, dried basil, and dried sage. So it still has plenty of flavor. And usually there's other things that taste kind of salty in whatever I'm adding it to, whether it's the fluffy garlic spread or a salad. So I always go with the no salt one because I find that things can often be over salted. I got 2 bottles of kombucha. I get the ginger kind because, for one thing, I'm drinking the kombucha because it's got tons of probiotics, which are great for your digestive system and your digestion, but ginger on its own is already good for your digestion, so I figure it's like a 1-2 punch to get the ginger kombucha. And besides, it's just super delicious, to me anyway. I know some people might not think it tastes good, but I love it. Because I do avoid sugar, there's a small amount of sugar that develops through the fermentation process of making kombucha, so I do limit how often I have that. It's more of a once a week kind of thing. It's kind of a treat for me, which is maybe the saddest thing anyone has ever said. And the last thing, bacon. This is the bacon I get. I mentioned that I will often have bacon with my eggs for breakfast, and I get this kind because it has no sugar in it, which is really hard to find. I didn't grow up eating pork at all. My mom just never gave it to us, so I have a weird relationship with it, but I will eat bacon as long as it's sugar-free now. I guess bacon is sort of the gateway drug to being cool with eating pork. To this day, I've never had a pork chop in my life, and I don't think I will because but bacon, A-okay. So that's it. That amount of food will last me about a week making salads out of all the stuff you just saw there for lunch and dinner. What I'll usually do is chop up the things that need to be chopped up, like the tomatoes. I'll shred the beets in a food processor. I'll chop up the scallions. And then I kind of have just like a salad bar in my fridge, and whenever I need to have a meal, I'll take a handful of this, a couple handfuls of that, make a salad. I don't care for salad dressing, so what I usually do is I just add either the juice of a fresh lemon and some olive oil or some red wine vinegar and olive oil, and that's my salad dressing. I just have never really liked salad dressings. And that doesn't seem like a lot of food, but it actually works out to be a lot, particularly because I weigh the amount of chicken that I put in each salad. I do 3 to 4 ounces maximum, just because I don't want to have a meat-centric diet. I want to kind of have enough protein to keep myself functioning well. Vegetarianism and veganism don't work for me. I have tried it for quite a while, actually. I was vegan for a year and it did not work for me at all, partially because I'm allergic to tree nuts, so that's a whole nother story. I do like to include some sustainably and responsibly raised meats in my diet in moderation. And there you have it. That's my grocery haul for this week. That'll tide me over, and then I'll probably do another run next week and get very similar stuff. If you guys would like to see me actually throwing one of my salads together, like what a typical meal would be for me, just let me know in the comments and I will shoot the next time I make a salad, I guess. Let me know what you guys are eating and how you're making sure that you're staying on the healthful eating bandwagon during our challenge. This is a great way for me to make sure that I'm not eating like an asshole, as well as having meals that are quick, easy, and affordable. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the comments. Bye!
That's a nappy-headed hose there, I'm gonna tell you that now.